that as very fair as we can. And anyone that coming to the show will be able to vote for the ones in each category that they like best, and then an overall viewer's choice.
So that particular competition is not necessarily judged on the workmanship, but how people perceive the overall quilt then.
Right. Viewer's choice is simply that. Mm-hmm. It's what you like best.
It's just kind of subjective in terms of what you like.
Every year I get the question from someone, well, how do I make a decision? And I've always said, well, my answer to that, I vote for the one that I would most love to take home if I could.
That's a great description of how you vote in the viewer's choice.
Right. Yes. And that again is done by, the balloting is tallied by people independent.
Who do not have
any
entries.
Of the quilts, right, who don't. They are Allen County homemakers because we do put on the show and spend a great deal of time working with it. Certainly hope everyone comes out. It's a wonderful day for Jacksonian to share, everything that's going on in Scottsville that day.
Oh, it is. It's great. And speaking of sharing, also you honor an individual homemaker member who is expert in needlecraft and quilting, especially, that clubs select to be honored.
Yes, we do. And this year that is Jonelle Hester.
Yes.
She is a longtime quilter and basket maker, and she will have a variety of things set up in a special display. Again, there is part of the quilt show at the Extension office.
Always a treat, to see the handicraft of those people. Well, Karen, let's remind people again, if you would like to participate in the Jacksonian Days Quilt Show, again, bring your entries on
Thursday evening, April 26th, from 5 to 7 to the Extension office.
Or a different time.
Or Friday from 8 until 5 p.m.
Excellent.
And then the viewing starts Friday evening, the 27th, at 6 o'clock till 9. And then again on Saturday from 8 to 2:30. And at 2:30 is when we will close the doors, tally all our votes, and start our awards show, hopefully about 3 o'clock.
There you go. So mark your calendar today, this week, to make Scottsville one of your destinations for Jacksonian Days weekend, and specifically the Jacksonian Days Quilt Show. You can enjoy all the events on the square in easy walking distance right down to our office, right off the square, and enjoy some beautiful art using fabric, needle, and thread. Thank you, Karen, for being with us today. It's been a great, great honor to have you today. And
well, thank you, Janet.
To tell more about it.
I love talking quilting.
Yes, you do, and you're an accomplished quilter and an artist in your own right, too.
And
speaking of artists and services and all kinds of things for you, we're going to be meeting another person in the community from Community Action in Allen County and South Central Kentucky to tell you more about it. So stay with us. That's coming up.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life. Somebody from my hometown. Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
As we said, we have so many things to look forward to with spring, not only the Jacksonian Days Quilt Show, but all kinds of services that really kick off in the spring that you may be interested in. And we're talking about South Central Kentucky's own Community Action. And joining us today for her first appearance here on Family Lifestyles is Charity Parrish. Great to have you today, Charity.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and what do you do with Community Action again?
I am the Public Information Coordinator, so I'm the one that goes out and talks about all of our services and also updates our website and makes sure that people have information about what we do. And
so you get the word out, don't you?
Yeah, I get the word out.
You do. And there are so many words to get out right now, especially about great services. And spring's in the air. People are thinking about gardening, and I often equate gardening with Community Action. So tell us about that popular program that people can do.
You know, a lot of people are familiar with Community Action, but they don't realize what all we do. And the garden program is a perfect example of that. So the garden program is great. You get a $20 voucher for seeds, fertilizer, or plants. And it's very easy to sign up to do that. You have to meet the income guidelines of 125% of the federal poverty guidelines. And you also have to be willing to have us follow up with you in your garden to see how it's going. So we don't just leave you high and dry with that garden. We want to make you successful with and it's really to promote a vegetable garden. And then throughout the summer we have classes like for canning and different kinds of preservation for the things that you're growing in your garden. So.
And I know at the Extension office here in Allen County, we work as a partner with Community
Right.
Action, our own Allen County's Office of Community Action, with many of those things that you're talking about there too.
Yes.
So we're always glad to work together and to share those things. I know last year we did a gardening project with a volunteer, Dick Wheaton, here in Allen County, and we did the tiny container gardens for the Head Start
Yes,
families.
right.
They were very popular too. Speaking of Head Start, it's time to get ready for that.
Yes, it's recruitment time.
It is.
So if you have a 3 or 4 year old, and there are income guidelines for Head Start, but you can go to any of our Head Start offices and we serve a 10-county area in the
Okay.
Barren River area. So if you go to your local office and just see if you can apply to be in Head Start, it's a great program, and early childhood education has been proven to really help for our future, as far as making sure that children aren't going down the wrong path.
Absolutely, and a great start to school success.
Right.
When you enroll in public schools. So we highly recommend Head Start again.
Yes.
And again, in Allen County, that is in the J.L. Turner building, but you need to check your local county if you're
Right.
listening, or you know that, because your location is in every county though,
Yes.
Head Start. So in every 10 counties. So check it
Right.
out. For 3 and 4 year olds, is that correct?
Yes, 3
okay.
and 4 year olds.
3 and 4 year olds. So that's a great opportunity there as well. So if you know someone who's interested in that program, make sure they get the word on that too. Now, I know that one of the other most popular programs kind of swings to the other end of the life cycle for
right.
seniors there too.
Exactly. And we have a lot of programs for seniors, and some that work with Head Start children. So like our foster grandparent program, very popular program. We have foster grandparents in classrooms, not only in Head Start, but in schools and community organizations. And then we also have our retired and senior volunteer program, which is very popular here in Allen County too. So, but we have that in 5 of our counties, and we do different projects with that. A lot of disaster preparedness and safety and things like that. They work out in the community in different areas. And then we also have our senior centers.
And that's very popular, right?
In all of our 10 counties, where we help, and we teach nutrition, and which you probably know, and all kinds of different other topics that are important to them, and socialization, and they get those meals, and we also do the meal delivery program with that too.
And I think that the socialization of people just being able to interact as you age and perhaps have lost a spouse or a partner, that's another great thing about your senior centers.
Right, and we have a wonderful facility here in Allen County, and they have a great exercise room and a billiards room, and I know they're always getting together to do crafts and things like that, so it's a lot of fun there.
Absolutely. So again, good meals that are delivered. Again, the opportunity to have a wellness aspect, in
Right.
many of the centers. Perhaps some may not have the equipment there, but many do. But definitely the idea of being able to have fun and socialize
Right,
and be around friends and people. That's a great thing about that. So is there, again, a requirement to come to the Senior Citizen Center?
You have to be 60 or older, or
Okay.
your spouse is 60 or older.
Okay.
So,
And that's pretty young there,
right,
Charity.
right.
Someday you'll know that, but you're still a youngster there too. So if you are a senior listening, again, take advantage of this service in your community. It's a great way to
Right.
participate and to keep learning and doing there as well.
Exactly.
Absolutely there too. Now, all these wonderful services that you offer the community, and of course, opportunities, you still need some help with that. A lot of
Yes.
times you still have a fundraising aspect, and that can give people who may not be able to take part in the service an opportunity to help. So tell me about some upcoming things that are going to happen.
And 2 of our most underfunded areas are senior services and children's services, and that's our most vulnerable population. So that's why we have to have these fundraisers, and we have several coming up because May is Community Action Month.
Okay, great.
Our first one coming up is actually in April, and
Okay.
it's our Community Big Shot.
The Big Shot, the Big Shot. I love that name, in terms of doing that. So it tells me that must be something maybe with a gun, right?
Yes.
Yes, shooting clays and things
Yes,
like that as well. So that should be fun for the sportsman who enjoys shooting and doing those things. And I think you told me that would be on April 21st.
Yes, exactly.
And location for that?
And that is at Rock Castle Shooting Center in Park Mammoth Resort in Park City.
And that's a great place there with Nick Noble, and he's got a lot of things going on at Park Mammoth there
Yes.
too. A lot of fun things. So that's again coming up immediately. You can take part in that too.
Yes.
And then in May, there's a couple of things that people might enjoy.
Yes, you can purchase tickets now for Bowling Green Hot Rods game on May 15th, and that will be Community Action Night.
Okay. And that sounds like fun?
Yes, it's a a really fun time. We actually get to go on field, some of our staff and their children, to do some of the on-field activities, and we get half of the proceeds. So if you buy your tickets from us, then we get half of it back, and that's just wonderful.
That sounds like a lot of fun. So May 15th, $10 ticket. Half of that will go to community action,
Yes.
and that's a good night, with the hot rods too. And then that special event on May 23rd, hey, that's pretty good. An event named after you, Charity.
Yes, our Charity Golf Classic, and that this year is in Logan County.
Okay.
It is at Rolling Hills Golf Course. It's actually our 6th one, so we've done it for several years. It's our biggest fundraiser, so if you love to play golf, please come out with us.
That sounds great. And so people can enter and support. I'm sure a part of the
Right.
team fees go toward community action.
And
that day.
yes, everything goes towards community action.
Oh, that's even better there too. So that's by May 23rd. So if people want to find out more information, we can put the website up or call 270-782-3162, and Charity can help you or other folks at Community Action.
Yes.
Charity, thank you so much for being here
Thank
today. I
you.
look forward to having you back to share
you.
more. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We had been called up for the first time. Wildfires were getting close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
This is Janet Johnson, of course, asking you to find out more information about these great events. And until next week, the UK Cooperative Extension Service, of course, is wishing you a very good day.